Hello and welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. We're going to be looking way beyond the crowns, the castles, and yeah, even the corgis to explore a truly monumental figure. We are diving right into the life of a woman whose entire destiny completely flipped, basically overnight, and ended up altering the course of modern history. We've distilled the key facts from our sources so we can focus entirely on the truly remarkable journey of Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, let's dive right into this. Think about it. Who would have thought this young girl would become history's absolute most famous ruler? It's a fantastic question, right? Because during her early childhood, absolutely no one, literally no one, anticipated her future royal destiny. She wasn't born to be the queen. Her path to becoming one of the most recognized figures on the entire globe was highly unexpected. And honestly, that's exactly what makes her story so incredibly captivating.
Chapter 1: The Unexpected Heir. A look into her early years.
So, born on April 21st, 1926, right in the heart of London, her full given name was Elizabeth Alexandra Mary. Now, at the time of her birth, she was really just a minor royal. She was enjoying a relatively quiet, normal childhood. The circumstances of the time gave absolutely zero hint that this young girl would eventually be thrust right into the global spotlight, let alone be counted among the most famous rulers in history. But then, a sudden, massive twist of fate completely altered her life's trajectory. Fast forward just a single decade from her birth, right to 1936, her uncle, King Edward VIII, stepped down from the throne, an event famously known as his abdication. Because of this totally unexpected decision, Elizabeth's father, King George VI, suddenly became the king. And just like that, boom, the young princess instantly became the future heir to the throne. Literally everything changed for her in that single year. Moving on to Chapter 2, Crown and Family, her transition into royal duties. Now, right before those ultimate royal responsibilities fully consumed her life, there was a major personal milestone. In 1947, she married Prince Philip. This partnership became a crucial personal foundation for her. It provided that vital stability and support as she geared up for the tremendous duties that were just waiting for her around the corner. From that marriage, her family quickly grew to include 4 children: Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward. So picture this. She was now simultaneously balancing this incredibly complex, demanding role of being a young mother, all while dealing with her looming, massive responsibilities as the most prominent heir to the British monarchy. So the really crucial point here is her age. Just 25. That is the incredibly young age she was when her life changed forever, yet again. In 1952, her father, King George VI, suddenly passed away. So at just 25 years old, a young mother with a growing family, the immense and unyielding weight of the crown fell squarely upon her shoulders. She was now the Queen of Great Britain. Following her father's passing, the official confirmation of her new role came the very next year. A magnificent coronation ceremony was held in 1953. And what was truly remarkable about this event was its massive global scale. This wasn't just some local ceremony. It was a spectacular event that totally captivated millions of people all around the world who watched it unfold. It officially introduced Queen Elizabeth II to the global stage. Chapter 3: A Historic Reign, a look at her record-breaking leadership. She ruled for an astounding 70 years. Let's just put that into perspective for a second. That is the absolute longest duration of any British monarch in history. No one else comes close. For over 7 decades, through massive global changes, technological revolutions, and completely shifting political landscapes, she remained the constant, steady figurehead of the British monarchy. It's just a truly staggering record of endurance and commitment. And she didn't just stay put in one place during those 70-plus years either. Famous for her sense of responsibility, her discipline, and just this profound spirit of public service, she traveled extensively. She visited dozens of countries across the globe and played an incredibly active, pivotal role in establishing and maintaining strong international relations. She was particularly focused on championing and keeping super strong ties with the nations of the Commonwealth. Chapter 4: Final Chapter and Legacy, the conclusion of her life. On September 8th, 2022, at the remarkable age of 96, Queen Elizabeth II peacefully passed away at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. This moment, it really marked the definitive end of an incredible, historic era that had spanned over 7 long decades. As dictated by the strict rules of the monarchy, the transition of power was immediate. The very moment of her passing, her eldest son instantly succeeded her. He officially became King Charles III, the brand new King of Britain.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core moral lesson of her entire story. Duty, patience, honesty, and continuous service make a person forever memorable in history. When you really look back at that unexpected girl who became queen at just 25 and served for over 70 years, these are the exact defining traits of her legacy. You see, it wasn't just about the shiny crown, it was entirely about the discipline and the unwavering public service she brought to the role, day in and day out. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a final, slightly provocative thought. We've seen exactly how these virtues shaped history's longest reigning British monarch. But how will you apply these enduring traits of patience, duty, honesty, and continuous service to your own daily life? Look, you don't need a crown to practice discipline or to serve others. I highly encourage you to reflect on how you can embody these timeless values in your own world today. Thank you so much for exploring this fascinating historical journey with me, and keep learning.